Hello and welcome back to Clucker's Brood. Snootyville here with Rune Dice. Yes, it is the end of the year and I am apparently indeed copying every demo that Resor does. He definitely had a really great time playing this. I had a good time watching him play it. I've played it on the side myself. I've actually beaten one of the bosses, the ogre. Maybe he's an ogre, troll, whatever he is. By no means am I an expert, but I've had a really great time. This is a tactical deck building game. Where you're using dice to sort of, fight the enemies. And it's been really awesome. There's runes you can pick up. You can upgrade your die, and it's been a really fun time. Like I said, not an expert at all, but I really wanted to showcase this because I'm hoping more creators will play this, hype up the demo, and then they can get that final product out as soon as possible because I'm really excited to see what they end up doing. As you can see, the map is absolutely humongous. I picked the spider boss. I would have shown you that, but unfortunately, my first original introduction to this, I had my fucking mic off because today is the day of moron. So we're just gonna go through here. I'm gonna try to be tactical. I wanna hit these chests. I wanna hit the shop later on. So I'm gonna try to be tactical in what I do here. And again, not an expert by any means, but I did beat the boss last time with this character. I also noticed something as well. I was going to restart completely just and kind of show you the lobby. Although I really encourage you, if you haven't seen Resor's playthrough of this, which just came out, I think probably will be last week by the time you see this. I'd say check it out. He gives a nice little introduction. He's very good at introducing games and explaining more about them. I don't know the type of games at all. The only reason I could tell you what I told you about this being a deck building is because that's what the Steam store says. I just don't know. I'm not good at that. That's his forte. But it appears to be random for the mage and the assassin that you get. Their names can be different, and the way they look is different, because each time I restarted, I was not getting the same mage, and I was like, well, he's pretty cool. Sort of gives me like, not Ubisoft, sort of gives me, Square Enix vibes from that guy, you know what I mean? A little weird. Monsters, eyeballed people. So as you can kind of see, I know I've been sort of chatting through these first couple of levels. There are multiple different kinds of, encounters that you get. You get fighting normal battles, tough battles, there's mini boss battles, and then obviously at the end there's the final boss. You get rewards for completing the battles, and sometimes you'll get things in between while you're actually battling, and that's in between, of course, the chests and the store where you use your gold that you acquire through the battles and things to kind of get new relics. This is a relic that says when the table resets, enemies are placed in random order. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm gonna mess around with it anyway because I've never used it before. I don't want to go to the shop quite yet. 5 really isn't gonna get us anywhere, I don't think. Although, you know what? Forget what I said that. It'll get us some healing die, which is why I really like to play the mage character. I find things easier that I can just basically mass heal all the time. You can call it cheating, but if it's in the game and part of the mechanics, it absolutely isn't. Sorry. If you let me do it, it's a game mechanic. And I'm happy to have this argument with people because it's fun. But as you can see, like I said, if you haven't seen Resor's version, again, really highly recommend it, but you have these die that you start with, right? It's just a 1, and you're trying to basically merge them. I don't know if there's true rhyme or reason when you send it off, if it, has a predetermined trajectory, but you can kind of think about it in a couple ways, right? You can think of it very narrow-mindedly, like, oh, I've got a 1 and I've got to find another 1 so I can make a 2, and then hopefully that 2 goes over and makes a 3, etc. But if there's not a good opportunity to merge a 1 die, you can also just push other die into each other. There's, I'm sure, some pretty distinct strategies that people are going to use or have used. I really haven't watched a lot of people play this, but I'm also not that Not that strategic, to be honest with you, but I feel like I got a little bit of experience under my belt, so I don't have to be as harebrained and crazy as I usually am. When it comes to these rewards, it is sort of just dependent on how my person is doing. With this mage character, there is a lot of opportunity just to sort of heal on the board. So I usually try and go for like new die to get onto the board, because I find that the more you're able to merge things together come like the harder bosses, the easier time you have with the bosses, because they get kind of crazy up in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? And the more I can throw at people, the better. So obviously, I think you can probably tell this is a little Healy die, so I'm gonna definitely use that for this kind of round. Didn't get it, darn. There's also bombs. This is a huge explosion that'll like bring the die kind of up into each other, and like it'll just go and then hopefully things fall into each other properly. And then this one I'm about to run into, that's a fire die, so it'll give fire damage to people on the board. I'm not exactly sure the specifics of how, you know, some of that damage is divvied out. I don't know. It is, you know, I'm just not totally certain, but we don't have to know everything. But I have had a really good time. It's a very different kind of game. I guess it is also kind of nice to have the monsters switch. I don't know if that'll come to bite me in the ass at some point in time. Maybe with a boss. We'll find out. I also don't think you can get rid of relics once you have them. They're up here, kind of hanging out in the corner there. Out of the way, you know. They don't need to be in the way, right? They just kind of hang out over here. You can also get kind of specialty items. You can fit 4 right here. They're usually triangles. They do a number of different things. If we get one, I'll kind of go over what that sort of looks like. But usually it's like you can place it down and get like defense. I want more bomb. Although I probably should have healed. But we're about to head out to a shop, so. What do we have here? So this is a protection rune. It'll give me 10 shield. I am going to go ahead and just buy that. It's a very nice thing to have. I'm hoping not to use it until the final boss, but I've also had the occasion where it has saved my booty cheeks more often than not, so. Ooh, what's this? Healing momentum. Restore 1 HP when merging dice with value 3 or higher. Yes, please. I love games where when you play it over and over again, you get all kinds of new things. Like I said, I'm really pumped for what this game is gonna bring when it comes out of the demo, because this concept is fucking fantastic. Kudos to the developers for coming up with it. It's cute, it's simple enough. I'm like I said, I'm having a great time. That was a fuck up though, for sure. We might not make it this round. I'm been a little reckless, I think, talking too much and not doing enough. Might have to slap this on early, and that's a disappointment. That's a shame. What we really need to do is the next round we need to take healing. When we defeat these guys, we just need to take some healing. Although we are gonna get some healing, but later on it gets kind of crazy. I think that boss battle I ended up with far more than half of my health left still, which I don't know if that was the intent for that boss, but it was pretty easy by the time. I had a whole row of freaking relics. It was cool. It was cool. It was a fun time. So I am not coming into this game blind, which is atypical for me, but once I played it the first time and kind of got addicted, and then for some reason I decided I wanted to go, well, that's not right. I went back to school part-time for free through my employer, so thank you, employer. But I did it so that I wouldn't have to pay student loans right now. And I played this while I did my homework, is what I'm trying to say to you. So, I'm sure that was a great assignment. It wasn't. Isn't this a weird world we live in? That was awesome. Did you see? It like did it in mid-freaking air. I wish I could get it over there. Maybe I can if I like badonk it right here. Still feel we're deficit in health. I don't like sitting at 37. I just don't like it. Oh, good. I was worried there for a second. Maybe if I don't think I can really. Let me see what angle my die is at. Oh, never mind. We reset. I sort of like the reset because if you ain't got shit going on the board, it is so nice to have shit on the board. But then I'm like, I'm playing in the head and not paying attention. And then I'm like, all right, next round, I'm going to do this, 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 and this. And it's like, nope, resets. I'm like, no, it wasn't ready. Stupid. But that's okay. We're all good. I'm going to try to get it in here. Yes. He's definitely dead, but I just wanted some heals. And looks like we're going to get that. So, huzzah! Yay. That's what that reward was. Still think I'm gonna do the heal. I just like to be up there. And now we gotta go up against a tough battle. These question marks are random events. So far, it's been a weird juggly guy. And I think it's sort of like you get one round and you kind of merge as much as possible with all the die because it's like really crazy. There's all kinds of stuff on the board. And then you get rewards based off of kind of how well you do there. And then there's a mimic that you try to kill before he runs away off of the board. That one's fun. So for this one, you can see a little bit different. We've got these little goblin assholes over here. And they've put their own dice on the board. So if we fuse with those, looks like we'll strengthen the marked enemy, boosting their attack against me, which sucks big floppy donkey dick. So we do not want to do that. It's hard sometimes to avoid it. Sometimes you just kind of got to eat it because it is what it is. Once they are defeated, though, these die go away. The unfortunate thing about that, I didn't even realize I merged. The unfortunate thing about that is, though, even if, let's just say one dude is, one dude's dead, those die will stay on the board until it resets. And then, they'll put out another one that's just one instead of two. It's something else. Oops. Well, that was accidental, but we got something better than nothing and got some more heals, so. Good for that. Not that this is a turn-based game per se. I guess technically it is, but not in the sense that I mean. I will say, these usually aren't my kind of games. I do like mindless battling, like your Brotatoes, your Vampire, oh, what is that called? It's not Vampire Hunters. What's that fucking game called? Vampire Vampire Survivors is what it's called. I like those kinds of games. I feel like those are sort of mindless little things. But these usually aren't my cup of tea. Damn it. But I've had a really great time. I will say, and I know that I would be smited by certain parts of the gaming community for this, I really don't like Final Fantasy turn-based games. It's not that I think the story is crappy or whatever. I think old school grind of those games really just did not sit well with me as a child, so I think I probably could play them now and I have a good time, like XCOM, which I know isn't really Final Fantasy, but it's turn-based in a sense. I really like those now. They're sort of strategic. Civ, really enjoy that. I'm actually thinking not the brand new Civ, because I just don't think it's worth it. I might as well get the one prior to that. I don't know what number it is. I can't remember. We've got too many games. But I'm thinking about checking that out after the holidays, Need to stop spending a little bit of money for a moment, you know what I'm saying? But I'm looking to get the second newest Civ game and play that. I actually, during my prior schooling to get my bachelor's degree, I took a class that was the subject matter of the course was society building, like not society building per se, but like government building, right? And we played Civ, and we wrote about our how our government formed and all that stuff. It was really fun. It was great. It was like a 300 level class too. It was a great time. I will take a 4 healing die, thank you. Oh, and they put it right there. Don't they love me? I was about to be fucking livid. Although I'm still pretty pissed, to be honest. Did I just suck both of those up? I sure fucking did. Suck on my big toe. That hurts my feelings. But at least he died, so that's a plus. Wow. Well, that was unfortunate. There's no good place to do it, though. You know what I mean? Nope, that did not work out as intended, and I can't use it now. We try to be strategic. That is the one thing about this game. You just never know sometimes what way your die will go. It is what it is. You get what you get, and you can throw a fit, but it doesn't matter. Welcome to reality, I guess. I'm a little more ornery tonight than typical. It's been a great day, no complaints. It is officially winter in this lovely area that we live, in the what people call the Midwest for some reason. I really intended that to be way cooler than it was. That was a disappointment. See the weird little dude? I'll take another healing die. But you don't get to do it again. So I kind of feel like that's a little underwhelming. I wish they would like put a little bit more interesting. Oh, look, we're almost the boss already? I am not fucking prepared. But yeah, it is officially winter and it sucks and I'm cold. Our heat where we live is not working right now. So I am actually layered as fuck right now because I'm cold. So let's see. We've got 39 coin. We need to spend it wisely. Let's see what these are. When healing die heals you, create a healing die on the field with value equal to the amount healed. Yeah, probably. Reduce all incoming damage to the hero by 1. We could get both of those and it would only be 35. What's this? Coin die also heal you for their merge value. No, I don't know. I guess, no, I won't probably get that too. Well, we're definitely getting this one. Let's be honest. I'm buying it. Why did you do that? And I'm sorry, I think I'm sold on this one. This is, just reduces the number of turns before the table resets. I sort of hate love that because, I'm just gonna get this, let's be real. I sort of hate love it because sometimes I feel like I need it to be sooner and sometimes I need it to be much later. All right, we've got everything that we're gonna have for this next battle. Sure wish I was able to heal a little bit before, but let's try to be strategic for this boss battle, okay? I don't know why I'm saying okay to you as if you... I forgot about this fucking guy. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get 10 shield on me immediately. And then I guess we're just gonna have to go for what we think we can go for. Try to avoid that bullshit. Oh, you fucking cock-sucking piece of garbage. Okay. That did not work out as intended. Damn. Ugh. 2, 3. Yes, come on, come on. Yes. All right, a little bit better this time. Immune to control effects. Strengthen. Oh, did I merge my die? His die, its die, they die, we die. Ugh. Okay, well. Better that than nothing, I suppose. Oh, come on, yes. Awesome. Really great accidental run all around. Okay. That's gonna get us healed up really nice and good. And also, I forgot about the rune thingy that I got. Not the rune, the relic. Pretty sure we're gonna go tell this boar to eat his own ass, and he's gonna leave us. So that's a plus. And then we're gonna... I don't know if he summons things. Man, that ogre did. That was a rough battle. You have to go into that battle prepared. So if you do decide to play this, just know that battle, when you choose the other enemy, he's not nice. Anytime he steps forward, dude, he is pooping out minions out of the ass of himself. Atrocious. It was rough. The first time I played and tried, I just got friggity frugged. So that was pretty decent. And we're good on health. We're not halfway yet. We got some heals coming. Got some heals on the board, trying to avoid his stupid ass enemy power die, which is dumb. Yeah. And he be juicing, which is also stupid. I don't want to do that. There ain't really no good place. I said that, but I got some good stuff. And he's totally gonna. He can't beat me. I am the winner's chicken dinner. And there we go. Whooped his ass. All right. That was impressive for myself. I really didn't expect to actually beat that guy. I actually have struggled every time I've beaten that spider. Or, I'm sorry, fought him. This is the first time I've beaten him. I'm breathtaking, apparently. I have left feedback. I have indeed wish list. So, you definitely should do it as well. Let's see. I hit restart. What do we have? I really do enjoy... It's Merlin the Purple now. I really do enjoy the mage more than this guy. And maybe I'm biased because I just win all the time when I'm this guy. We could fuck around with this. Not available in the demo. So I really have beaten both, which is sad because I've really enjoyed playing it. I'm ready. I'm absolutely ready for this, and it looks like they're also gonna have different locations. Location me up, babe. I don't really have any really good suggestions to how you can make the game better. Here's the lobby, by the way. Like I said, you didn't see this at the beginning, but it's kind of nice. Little dude over there. Love that little dude over there. Looking at all these people that we can unlock. I'm loving that. I really think this game has absolutely exponential. Why do you hate my life? Exponential. Is that correct? No, I don't think I'm being correct. It has fantastic potential to be an absolutely fabulous game that's pretty unique in its own way. But anyway, that's all I just sort of wanted to showcase. Maybe I'll get around one day to messing around with the assassin, but I don't want to go crazy and burn myself out. But we really appreciate you checking us out. I appreciate you checking me out, and I hope you are looking forward to what we and I and us and Win are going to put out into the algorithm. And as always, keep on clicking.